Hello, Duranis here, and welcome to episode 7 of Feed the Beast on the Damnation server. So today I've done a bit of an upgrade on my storage area, so I've just basically prettied it up a little bit. Is maybe not the final way I'm going to have it done. I might change some of this out, but I'm kind of liking the way it's looking so far. I need to work some more lighting into it. I'll go over here and quickly show you. So I've got the chiseled glowstone in the floor, which is really great for lighting this up, and I'm going to work that into the floor design over here. Again, I don't want to mess around too much with the floor out here at the moment though, because I'm not sure what else I'm going to have in here. So I don't want to make it all look prettier, then have to rip it all out to put more machines in. So I'm only really making things pretty and finished once they've got all the machine work done properly inside, which is my excuse for the whole base being half finished. So yeah, so this is the aluminium brass, which is chiseled, not chiseled, micro blocked, which looks pretty cool as sort of a support thing there, and just a bit of outline in there. Been trying to find some lights that work with the micro blocks, the ones that will actually connect to the micro blocks, because I want to have some sort of lights hanging off rather than these here. But I haven't found any yet that will actually connect to the micro blocks. They all sort of just float in the air. So I'm going to play around with that and see what I can find. We've got the logistics system here, which is working great. And we've got a elevator here, so I can get up here to manually get into stuff and check things out. I need to add a couple of more chests here. We've got the filing cabinets here. I still haven't finished off this wall. Like I said before, I'm not sure exactly what I need storage for yet, and I'm going to move the locations of some of these bits around as well. So let's hop back down. And we also have a new lodger here. So we've got a light mage that moved in, so I've named her so she's not going to disappear. And yep, she's trapped in here now. No funny comments on trapping women in my base. Thank you very much. Yeah, so I need to come up with a better system for getting back here. I did swap this out for a firewall pipe as well, which connects up, but it will stop the items from transferring through. And I've started setting up the logistics crafting tables here just to do the basic stuff. So all I've got so far is basically all the stuff I need to make logistics crafting tables. So I've got a blank one there as well. That is mostly just to check it out, and also because I'm going to need quite a few of these, I would imagine. So that's probably the first thing I really want to make. So let's just test out if this works okay. And logistics crafting table. So we can see we've got none in there, but it gives us the option to craft them. So let's do that, and we'll request a stack of them. Request successful, and if we run around here, we should see a bunch of items zipping around. So that's basically making everything from scratch. So it's making wood and planks, and I saw them pop back over here. So if we... oh no, they're here in that part. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So from that we can make as many logistics crafting tables as we want. We don't have to go through and make all the... because there's quite a few steps. So you've got the oak wood planks, so this makes oak wood planks, that makes sticks, that makes the wooden gears, the stone gears, crafting tables, chests, and then the logistics crafting tables. So yeah, let's actually set some more of these up. So the next thing I'm going to need crafted a lot of is probably the crafting pipes. So if I go from the start in this processing chain, so let's actually start this one, and we want a... let's just have a look at the logistics, and what we want is a logistics crafting pipe Mark II. But to get that we're going to need a crafting pipe, and to get that we're going to need the basic pipes. And so there's a whole bunch of things here that we are going to need to program it with. So let's start with redstone torches, because they're going to be quite useful. And then we need... let's just do it this way. Diamond pipes, there we go. And we'll add the diamond pipes in there. And then if we go back to crafting pipe, pipe. No, that's not what we want. Where are you? There you are. Crafting logistics pipes, okay. So we can make the stone gears. We need to make these. This we're probably just going to have to add to the system manually. We could set it up to make the gold gears, so we could do it just through this system without having to worry about the assembly table, but that works out fairly expensive. Gold's not going to be that much of a problem for much longer, but I don't really want to do that. Cobblestone transport pipes as well we need, so let's set that. Oh, have I done that twice? No, once. So we've got diamond, cobblestone, torches, and then basic pipes, and then logistics crafting pipe. So we need to get we need to manually make a couple of crafting pipes here, so let's chuck these back into the box for now. Let's just chuck some of them in there so we can do this. And we want to make a logistics crafting pipe Mark II actually. Let's do that. What am I doing here? Oh no, that's a Mark III. Mark II. So we should have the stuff for that. That's not actually set up. So one thing I forget to do quite a lot is to actually import the... So if you basically wrench onto the crafting pipe and hit import, it will set up what you need to pull in, like the items it needs to pull in to create that item. I'm sort of not talking very well either today. You get the gist of what I'm saying though. So yeah, we got up to the basic logistics pipes there, and we're going to need to make some crafting pipes. So let's make we're going to make the crafting pipe first. And I sort of wanted to show this all on camera just to show how it works, but it's kind of all a new system to me as well, so I'm a little bit slow in doing it. So let's just make one of them for now. And that's going to make all the parts we need, and that should pop in there. Oh, it's popped all the parts we need in there, that's it. So we should be able to grab one of them. And then we need a Mark II one. And we just want one of them for now. I have a crafting logistics pipe in there. So that's the other annoying thing here, is that it doesn't pick up the items that are in this. And I'm wondering if I had a provider pipe on this, whether that would solve the problem. So I might move this. Let's just do a quick test. So if I break that, and I wonder if it can provide items to itself. Provider pipe. Have I got a provider pipe? Let's quickly head over to our magical crops. I turned the draw distance down as well, just because I was having FPS issues still. I think it's to do with the lighting. When I turned the lighting down, everything went away, like all the FPS issues. So I'll investigate that later, but we're sort of working inside, so it doesn't really matter. Provider pipe. So let's zip on back. Actually looks kind of cool with the foggy effect. I'll have to turn the render distance up a little bit though, otherwise you're only going to see half the space at a time. But let's chuck the provider pipe on there. It's not going to let me because of that sign. So yeah, I'll put a chassis on here eventually, but let's chuck it on there for now, and let's just take this block out for the moment. And then hook that up around there. Is that attaching? That's weird. That's attaching to the sign. Very strange. I didn't know you could do that. Completely forgotten what I was doing there. Okay, so we have the crafting logistics pipe in there. And we haven't got any in our system, so... Actually, we could just put it straight out. No, so the provided pipe doesn't work from that anyway, but that's fine. Yeah, okay, fine. Fine. Go away. Couple of them, one of them. Quick repair. So yeah, this is why I tend not to do a lot of things on camera, because it's kind of slow, and especially when it's something new that I'm sort of learning how to do as I go along. So yeah, we've got one of them. Let's chuck this on here. And so we've got the basic pipe there, and this will teach us how to do the crafting logistics pipe. Where's my wrench? It's right there. So import, and then we want another one on here. Let's just chuck a bunch of these on. See, I really want to try and keep this window open as well, so you can sort of come through here and look out there. I might maybe not have so many crafting things here. I can always move them elsewhere if I need more space, and just have like a table and chairs and some nice pretty stuff there. So okay, so next thing we need to set up is the Mark II logistics pipe, which is there. Let's set it for that, and make sure we haven't got a pipe on there yet, so let's quickly make another one of these, and we should be able to request the Mark I pipe now, which should be popping in any second. Hello, there we go. So let's grab one of them. And we can chuck this over here. And then when we wrench that in, import Mark II pipe. Excellent. So we can now craft as many Mark II pipes. Whoa, that's annoying as well. Don't know if any of you have ever come across that. Sometimes if you're just going along, and then all of a sudden one of your direction keys gets stuck, and you have to double tap it for it to unstick. And it's not the keyboard, because it's done it with a couple of keyboards that I've had. So yeah, that's the basic premise of how you set it up. You set up a logistics crafting table, put your recipe in, set up a Mark II or Mark I or Mark III pipe, and then wrench it and import the items in there. You can set up these crafting pipes onto machines as well, which I'll show you when I eventually get around to setting them up. So you can set it up, like I said, to pulverize ores or things like that. And it works in basically the same way, so it doesn't have to be a logistics crafting table here. It can be pretty much any machine, which is pretty cool. So what I'm going to do now is basically just go through, set up a whole bunch more crafting recipes. I'll just go through and sort of figure out things that I need, and then I'll be back to sort of show what we've got. And welcome back. And I haven't actually set up the logistics crafting system yet, but I have just come up with a solution to one of the problems I was having, which is having too much junk in my inventory and not a quick way to put it back into the system. So you can see we've got a Ars Magica magical broom here, and if we just chuck some stuff on the floor, you can see he picks it up and he puts it in this chest, which is hidden under this bit of carpet. And what I've got going on back here is underneath here, that's where the chest is. I've got one of the transfer nodes, which is going to push all of the items up through here and then back into here. And then that will go back into the sorting system and all the way back through again, in theory, although that didn't seem to be going anywhere. Where are you going? Oh yeah, it is pushing it out. I need to get some speed upgrades just to speed this up, but I'll do that off camera. But I just wanted to show you I had come out with a solution. I used these pipes mostly because I didn't want to use the item ducts because it's crossing a chunk boundary, so that was going to end up having problems. I didn't want to use buildcraft pipes or logistics pipes because it would have ended up connecting with these and it would have been a hassle to not connect. So yeah, I went with the extra utility ones because it's not going to be moving a whole bunch of items all the time. It's just a few items that I'm going to be clearing out of my inventory, and it doesn't connect to anything else, so it's nice and easy to route. So it's getting a little bit cramped back here now, and there's sort of a whole pipe and machine system going on, but I kind of like that look as well. I like having all the machines and the pipes and everything going everywhere, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, back to setting up crafting recipes, and I'll see you again in a second. Well, today I learned how to completely mess my base up. You may notice here there's some flickering on the barrels, and the quality of all the textures and that has been turned right down. The reason for that is because I managed to bring my base down to about 1 frame per second, and that was still barely. So many reasons for this. One is the barrels, they take a lot of processing to render, and I have quite a lot of them. Two is that I completely screwed up this crafting system. This side of things, that all works fine. I've got a ton of stuff there, and that's all pretty much okay. I then tried to add thermal expansion machines to it, but I made quite a few mistakes here. First mistake is that on some of them tried to have, hang on, let me just chuck these back on again for a second and we can see this horrible overlay. Yeah, some of them I tried to have multiple recipes going into one, which should be fine. I can probably work around getting that to play nicely with each other, but you got to be careful that you don't have the same machine trying to do 2 different recipes at once, because it kind of flips out. And there's a few things here where I really need to use satellite pipes. I thought I could maybe get away with without using them, but you have to see it's sort of put 2 lots of this Enderium blend in rather than the Enderium and the other stuff that it needs. So yeah, that's a mistake. The other mistake I had is with thermal expansion machines, I expected that you had to have a pipe to have as the output. So here, for example, let's go to one that's got a problem. Yeah, so you see this crafting pipe. It says it's got it's done 2 hardened glass and it has 26 left to do. And the reason it still thinks that it has 26 left to do is because I had a pipe on the bottom of this pulling the items out. So the way the crafting pipe works is it basically chucks the items into the inventory, waits until the item that it's expecting appears, so in this case hardened glass, and then pulls it back out again. But if this pipe here doesn't pull it back out, if it gets pulled out by this pipe here, for example, it doesn't understand that the item's gone, and it will just sit there and it will wait and wait for it to do. But it won't send more items if it doesn't notice if like the ingredients run out, there's no ingredients in there now. It doesn't know there's no ingredients in there, so it won't ask for more ingredients because it thinks that it's already had enough. So basically then it just gets stuck. The other problem with this is when it pulls it out the bottom. So for example, this hardened glass was a sort of sub-assembly of another thing I was building. So this recipe up here was waiting for the hardened glass from here, but because this never counted the hardened glass as being done, this never received it. So the hardened glass just went straight back into my storage system, and the recipe that was waiting up here was still waiting for it to come out. So you can see here where I was testing and just not understanding exactly what was going on. We've got things like 186 pulverized tin that it was waiting for, and 116 obsidian, and it all got done. It just got pulled out the bottom of it. So yeah, this was I would say it's a complete disaster, but I've learned a lot about how it works. I think I'm going to move to the Mark III crafting pipes as well, because they've got a bit of an internal buffer. So if I'm doing bulk crafting, it won't get stuck so much, and you won't get items bouncing around. So yeah, it was definitely a learning experience. I'm gonna change all of these barrels out for deep storage units. I'm gonna keep these barrels here for the ores and for the dusts. The reason being that the barrels basically merge all the different types. So for example, the tins, there's like 4 different types of tin or something stupid. So it will merge them all into one type. So I need to keep that, otherwise it's going to get a pain in the ass having to deal with 4 or 5 different types of each ore and each ingot, etc. But the rest of the barrels, they're going to go. And this is going to be completely removed and rebuilt. And I don't quite know where I'm going to build it. I might rebuild it here. I was having FPS issues, but I think that's mostly because I'd screwed this up. There was a ton of items bouncing around, and then I was trying to figure it out. So I was sending more items, and in the end, there was just a ton of items that were getting stuck in the tubes and just bouncing around, and it didn't quite know what was going on. So I might try and rebuild this here, but if not, I might rebuild it somewhere that's out of render distance. And I've got Optifine installed as well, so I'm going to probably disable that as well once I get everything sorted. So yeah, a bit of a disaster day, but it's not too bad. I've learnt a lot, and the next system will be a lot more robust. So yeah, until then, hope you enjoyed my my nightmares and agony, and see you later. Take care. Bye bye.